What's up, guys? It is Broke Boys Armory, and today we're going to talk about trading, selling, and what did I get. So I went to a local gun show in my area. The first day I went there, I was looking to liquidate some knives, and I did. I sold all those knives. I had a large knife collection that I sold, and you're wondering why I'm showing this Ruger single action. Well, on top of the knife collection, today I took this and decided to sell this too because I found a firearm there that I was interested in. Took some wheeling and dealing, but I did trade it. So what did I get? Well, I got a da-da-da-da. That was my drum roll. We got an HK. But what HK did we get? Well, let me just pop it open here. Add a lot of suspense. Da-da-da-da. Again. Here we go. HK E30 SK version 3. Before we get into it, here's test firing. I fired 5 rounds for this, just for like a little test fire. I'm obviously going to do more. I was shocked at the initial recoil impulse because I've never actually shot one of these, and I've always wanted one of these little HK P30s. As you can see, it functioned flawlessly, all 5 rounds. Nothing really much to say here. I really liked the recoil impulse. It felt good in the hand just for those 5 initial rounds. It really seems to fit my hand well. I did have my fiance try holding this, and she didn't like it, but we did not try swapping out any of the panels. So what I'm going through here and what I'm showing you now are these actually the side panels. Now, as some of you may have already picked up, those 2 at the bottom, those rear, are for the rear, the heel of the grip, that you could replace those, and then these are for the sides of the grip, so you can make them thicker or thinner, which is a really nice feature. I appreciate that. Now, I may not swap the side panels, but I do think that is a great feature because you're not only having to adjust the width, but you can adjust the length of the as well, with the back straps being able to be replaced. So let's take a look at this a little closer. This is the subcompact model, holds 10+1. This is a double single action hammer fired gun. It has a Palmer frame, a little Picatinny rail section here, and it has some, I don't know what that is, that on the, you can see that underneath the trigger well, but I wanted to show you that it has a nice cutout underneath the trigger well for you to get a nice good grip on it. It has, I believe, phosphorus sights. Due to the daylight, they've stayed green. I'll see how long they stay charged for, but I believe they're phosphorus sights. I haven't really looked up. So this doesn't have a traditional mag release as far as what we're used to as a button release. It has a release that is on the right behind the trigger, on the rear of the trigger guard. Speaking of the controls, all the controls on this gun are ambidextrous. So you got your ambi slide release, which I like. This one is nice and chunky. Usually on smaller guns, they're a little slimline, harder to get. This is still, in my opinion, slimline would be able to get your hands on it. It's very smooth release. The trigger here is very light. There's quite a bit of take up, like with all hammer fires, but once you know, that single action is very light and crisp. And the reset, it is a little bit, but there's a little bit of travel between the reset and then back again to the wall where it breaks, but not too much to where it's terrible. I'm typically a bigger fan of flat facing triggers, but shooting this, I didn't mind. I didn't really, I don't know what, maybe it's the ergonomics, but I did not mind this pronouncedly curved trigger. I will, I think, slap in a video here. It's coming in a couple seconds. Show you the double action because I did forget in the original, when I originally recorded this, to throw that in there. So here it is. This is going to show you the double action. The double action on this is kind of long, and it is not great. It's heavy and long, but if you were carrying this with one in the chamber and you had to use that in self-defense, it's got about a 9-pound trigger, roughly. So I do want to do a quick comparison with the P365. One, because I currently am carrying it, and 2, I think it's a great comparison for this gun because it's like comparing a very similar sized, as far as length goes, in striker fire and today's modern technology versus this little bit older technology HK. Obviously, you're able to get an extra 2 rounds out of the SIG and be extremely thinner. So for a carry gun, Obviously, this P365 is going to have, or P365 XL, excuse me, is going to be a little bit more advantageous because it's a little bit lighter. It is obviously it's going to have a more consistent trigger if you have this in double action for your first trigger pull, and then those single action follow-up shots. That's obviously not consistent like Striker Fire. It's going to be the same trigger pull every single time, no matter if it's the first round or if it's the last round. But I really, this HK, the ergonomics, they obviously did something right. I haven't shot one of these before, and I was shocked at how light recoiling this felt, the shootability of this. I can't wait to get more rounds downrange with this. Definitely see me shooting this a lot more very soon. If I have any malfunctions or any problems with it, or if I notice anything else, I'll let you guys know. One thing I did want to mention, it's not optics ready, but that is not a drawback for me for this pistol because it is a subcompact, and this is a gun I've always wanted. So I'll keep shooting it, and if I run into any problems or if you want any updates on it, I'll let you know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Later.